Hey guys, this is the third episode in the fourth season. This is about stories. So last season I tried the full story, but I feel like we should do stories in a very different manner. More in terms of like anecdotes or thoughts, and I can share my own personal experience, basically what I'm going through. It's like the depths of what you say, bhakti, right? Devotion. And I already discussed it in some of the videos, right? That devotion is basically so that you can keep your what you say identity, because identity generally is not so good because it builds up the ego, right? But in the world you need identity, right? You cannot say so police officer asks like show me your ID, you're like, oh, I'm identityless. You cannot do that. That cannot work, unfortunately. So that's my main work is actually all of these ways I'm trying to find out. So I'm exploring different ways and kind of tick marking is like, yeah, if I can reach, like forgetting everything, if I can reach through just this way, let's try. And then we will know that yeah, this way is good or this way works. At least it leads to the goal. Or how it leads to goal, that is more important, because everything will lead to the goal. If done with honesty and dedication, it will lead to the goal. But I'm trying to I have to systematize it, right? I have to bring it out into real life so that it is not longer like mystical. And for that you need to know all these steps also, so that you can measure the progress, right? If you want to systematize or gamify anything, for that you need some kind of what you say, check post. So yeah, I mean that's that. So we'll discuss it more about the thoughts, like my own, like how I am thinking about it. Okay. Like when I hear like Shiv stories, bhajans or anything, any form of it, right? Any thought, Shiv thought, let's call it that. There is a certain respect which comes in my mind, like for the guy to even like create yoga. I mean, it's crazy. It is literally crazy. I mean, I don't know if he is the guy, but whoever created yoga, basically, let's call him Shiv. You can do reverse also, right? Or you need to give him some name, like X, Y, Z, whatever, right? I mean, that guy has to be crazy, you know, to be able to go inside and I mean, it must feel like a child, like, right? Like you understand everything, and then you are like figuring out all of this stuff. You're like, oh, here the vibration is more. Oh, here it is going like this. Oh my god! And you are like so happy, like doing all of this inside yourself. And then like you teach like all the other people, because somehow the knowledge got transferred, right, from that person whoever discovered it or whoever find it out. May not be one person, but somebody must have started it. Somebody must have started it like a, this is how you sit in meditation. So it has to be a human, right? The first thought. And I'm like seriously amazed. Like Don't you look like how that guy was living? And he knows everything. And he just sits in a mountain and meditate. Oh my god. Crazy. Literally crazy. You'll be like, if the guy is so much, what do you say, physical oriented, right? Then why he's not like using his SCs in all of these? Because that I can answer that question. It's like, because see, I already showed you a diagram in one of the episodes. It's like you, as a body, everything outside your body or your sensations is kind of like, it's like out. That is the outside, or that is the, what you say, not I. That is the best word you can give it. Like I and not I. Like positive and negative. So positive you see as yourself, you see as yourself as a positive. So whatever is the negative space around you, okay? So all of these signals, most of these signals are like triggers because of mind only, because memory. How much we are bound, it's crazy. Like because of seriously, we were not given the alternative to think it in a very different manner. You understand? Like one of the most very common example is lust. Lust is common because if I give you a food example, some food may be liked by someone, some may not be liked by anyone. But this body, that is, even fear is also common. But fear of something, then it will be different in each culture. So I think the most common example that can be given in any civilization, because everyone is facing it, is this physical lust. And what it is based on? So much of it is based on presentation. Like what kind of clothes he or she is wearing, that is more important somehow. The outer package, like what kind of skin there is, that is somehow more important. And not what kind of skin in terms of is it sensitive or not sensitive. You understand? I mean, for physical intimacy, like sensitive skin is the best, because then you can enjoy it fully, because all of it is like a physical experience only. All like you this is physical experience, right? Touch. And how sensitive you are. As a kid, like you are very sensitive here, like you like giggle, laugh. So many areas were more sensitive, which are not sensitive anymore. Sensitivity is good, but not in terms of like the functionality of the skin, but the look of skin. You understand? Look of the packaging, not the functionality of packaging. So you look at what is happening. So all of it is happening here. You are this human being, whatever, like this weird blob kind of structure that is, okay? And all of this is like outside. And something is happening in outside, okay? Which in my memory I have associated with certain kind of feeling. It's like a chain mechanism is activated, okay? So if I see a certain kind of image, that image will do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and all of this happens so fast. It happens like so crazy, because and sometimes people mistake it for also. See, that's how fast it happens. So I had a friend in college, and he had like long hair, okay, like hair, like here, and he is like a 5'5" guy, and very thin. Like even like I don't think even there was any girl who was like as thin as him in our class. So Two times. Two times security guard, when we were entering the hostel at night, they mistook him for a girl just because he saw it from behind. And the appearance lied to the security guard. The appearance made it suggested that, oh, it is a girl. And he didn't even try to look closely. He reacted to it. See how fast all of this happened. See, he analyzed, he saw a picture, okay, oh, something is going on, something is moving. Then say, oh, it's a human moving. Oh, it's a human, but it's the human has long hairs and is very thin and skinny. Oh, is it a girl? And he made his conclusion, and then he acted upon it also. So fast all of this happened, like click, 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 click. You cannot even notice it. That's how fast the chain reaction has become. The more fast it is, the more we call it reaction and not even thinking. The slower it is, the more you like to say it as a thought, and the faster it is, you like to see as a reaction. So why would he be interested in different kind of memory triggers? He was interested in, like, because finally it's just like whatever you do, Bitcoin, this coin, you have to eat food only. The food will grow on the soil only. You cannot have like such a good, very nutritious food if you are spoiling the soil. However much you earn, you cannot get it. You understand? If right now I give you $1 billion, give me a vegetable grown in 15%, like 75% rich nutrient soil, how would you do it? To create that nutrient soil, it will take like 10 years or something. You cannot do it. So it is impossible. It is impossible because finally in life, after all of these virtual mental games people play, conceptual games, there is a physical reality to it. There is a physical reality that you need like air to breathe, you need something to drink and like eat. So same way, there is a whatever triggers mind has, the trigger is activating something, right? It is activating pineal gland, it is activating some hormones, it is going and fixing with some neurons. It is doing something. It is doing something inside your body. And so that thing has to happen in your body. So your body is the perfect receptor in a sense. So everything, at least half the part is in here. The triggers are only half the part which is outside. You should understand like how all of this is happening. And I can understand now like how he was so interested in like the insides. Like how can someone like just sit meditation like hours and days and like years? Wow. So these are like, this is how basically the storytelling should happen in all of these cases. Like you should associate, you should see it from that person's perspective. Until you see it from that person's perspective, the story has no uses. Like, a lot of people, they judge it from their point of view. So basically they judge like, oh no, this guy, see, you're telling he's a god, his 90%, 99% acts are good, I don't like this 1%. You're like, who are you? Come on, who are you? Why are you to like or not like? Then what would you have done? Then you should answer this question. What would you have done in the same position? And don't hypothetically put in that position. Put it in real position. Because a lot of people, they don't understand responsibility that comes with power. So a lot of these people, they were very powerful in a sense. And so much knowledge, right? So much knowledge and so much power. You have to be very responsible. You have to be like